Today I'm gonna show you how to build this 90,000 hour sugarcane farm in Minecraft Bedrock. So without further ado, let's get started. As always, the materials is in the description, and luckily for you, this phone does not have to be chunk line. Yeah, you can thank me later. Anyway, let's get started. First things first, you wanna go up by 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 y 7. And yes, I can call in Spanish, that's why I'm calling in Spanish, alright? Then you place yourself a light emitting block. I'm gonna use fog light. You can use any light emitting block you want. Then break these 2 blocks. Place a hopper there. Rail with a minecart with a hopper. Now come down here and break the rail. Temporary block. Dirt. Break the temporary block, dirt. Basically, we're gonna surround it on all 4 sides with dirt. Has to be dirt. Alright, it has to be dirt or grass, one of those. And go then another temporary block, then a dirt. Then make the temporary block, so at the end it should look like this. Now place yourself 2 blocks here, 2 temporary blocks, 2 temporary blocks here, 2 temporary blocks here. Break that one, break that one, and then 2 temporary blocks here. Break this one. So you should have a shape like this. Now come here, come inside, place a stair on each one of these temporary blocks, just like so. Now break these temporary blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you place a L shape of blocks just like this between every stair, so it should look like this when you're finished. Then add water on every stair. Okay, now you want to get yourself dispenser, place one there, turn around, place one on top of the stair. Then do this on this side too. There, 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 there. So you should have 8 dispensers in total in a hexagon. Perfect. Now place yourself 7 and 4 sugarcane in each of those 4 blocks. Now get yourself some glass blocks and build up by 7 glass blocks on top of the dispenser. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now do that on every single one of these dispensers. Once you're done, it should look like this. Now place a glass block there, and there, and there. Then a temporary block. It has to be a temporary block. 2 rails, and this will go to a rail where you catch the Ravager, because you're gonna need a Ravager for this one, yeah. So then you place your minecart in here, get your Ravager. So you got him, you name tag him. I have it right here. I name Ravager, very creative, I know. Anyway, once you're done, break these 2 rails. Break this glass block, break that block, and he'll go right into place. Then place 2 blocks there. And now it's time to do the redstone. Alright, for the redstone, you gotta make a choice. You gotta decide which side is gonna be the front side of it, from this side, this side, this side, or this side. I'm gonna make it this side because I chose this side. Now place yourself a temporary block next to that stair. Solid block, solid block, solid block. Break that temporary block. Dust. Repeater on 1 tick. Torch. And a solid block. That should start clocking right away. Place yourself a lever here. Turn that off. Then come back here. Place yourself a temporary block. Solid block. 3 solid blocks. You can use slabs for this part, but this part only. This, however, has to be a solid block. And after you done that side, come back to this one, then do the same thing. Temporary block, solid block, 3 solid blocks out. Again, you can add slabs for these parts, but this has to be solid block. And finally, one more time, we're gonna place a temporary block, 3 solid blocks, 1 solid block there. Now you wanna connect them all, just like this. Don't break that one. And then you just connect this one up with this one. Now come back to this piece of redstone dust right here, place a solid block there and connect it to this. Then place yourself 3 pieces of redstone, one of those to this, 2 solid blocks there, 1 tick repeater, 3 redstone dust there, and then 3 right there. There has to be one on top of the block. That's very very important. Anyway, 3 more redstone dust, solid block, 1 tick, 3 more, 4 more pieces of redstone dust along here, 3 more there, 3 more here, 2 solid blocks, 1 tick repeater, and finally redstone this all up. Just like that. Okay, now for storage. Come down here, place yourself a hopper there, hopper there, hopper there, hopper there. Come to the top, rail, minecart with hopper, break, rail, minecart with hopper, break, rail, minecart with hopper, break. Okay, don't read the minecart and don't push it like I just did. There, and then finally rail, minecart with hopper. Then break the rail, then get rid of these 2 temporary blocks. Hopper there, double chest, and then 2 hoppers there, double chest there. If you want to expand the storage, you can go down or like this way and get to a shulker loader. But at the end of the video, I want to show you how to get to a shulker loader. Anyway, now we have to continue redstone. Yeah, we ain't done with the redstone yet. Okay, to continue redstone, you wanna come to this corner right here. Temporary block, temporary block, temporary block, solid block. So 3 temporary blocks and a solid block. Break these 3. Place yourself a sticky piston. An observer facing up. Make sure it's facing up. Temporary block, solid block, sticky piston facing up, observer facing up. Then this come to this side. Don't have that chest there. Temporary block, solid block, and then finally temporary block, solid block there. Sticky piston on this side, a sticky piston on this side, facing up if I can get it. And then finally observers facing up on top of these. It's just like so. Now to power these pistons, you're gonna place 3 slabs. Come to the front and place 3 slabs right there. Not one there. 4 slabs. So 1, 2, 3. And another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the middle, you wanna place a solid block there. Then come here, place a redstone torch. That should be off. Place 3 pieces of redstone dust. Another piece. Repeater. 1 tick. 3 more pieces of redstone. Repeater. 1 tick. And then 2 more pieces of redstone. And then when you flick this lever, that should activate all the pistons, which will activate all the dispensers. Alright, now for the bone meal hopper line. What you want to do is come here. I don't want to chest like that. Ignore that. Place yourself 5 scaffolding there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually 7 scaffolding there. Then you want to place yourself you can come to this side of it. Actually you want to place a hopper there, barrel. Then come to this block on this side. I mean, hopper there, not there, hopper there, pointing to the dispenser, hopper there, and 2 barrels here, just like so. Then you get the idea. You do this on this side now. So hopper there, barrel, and then finally hopper there, barrel, and voila, that's your whole farm complete. All you have to do now is add yourself some bonus. I'll just go get some right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough. I'm gonna add 1 stack on each of these barrels. Just like this. Now when I turn this on, voila, it's working. And we should be getting sugarcane right here. Not that piece of rail. And if you want to build a farm, that's it. Thanks for watching. But if you want to build a shulker loader, you can do that right now. Okay, now for the shulker loader, you want to break these two chests, these two hoppers. You might want to collect that sugarcane. Now break these two chests. Place yourself 2 hopper there, one hopper there. Then whichever side you want your shulker loader on, I'm gonna have mine on this side. Place yourself 3 temporary blocks, and then break these two. Place yourself a hopper facing into that block. Hopper there, and another this hopper redirected to there, just like this. Then you're gonna have yourself, so temporary block. Break these two. Piston right here. 1 temporary block and a solid block. Dispenser there. Double chest right here. Let me make it daytime so it's easier for you guys to see. Then a hopper behind that chest, and then you want yourself iron trapdoor. You can use a slab or block you want. Temporary block there. Iron trapdoor. I want to use iron trapdoor because it's cheap. You can use blocks or any slab you want. Now you want to break it. Place yourself a comparator facing in that one like that. Then place yourself a slab. I need a slab anyway. Okay, I didn't mean to click on that. Anyway, slab there. Solid block in front of the comparator. Torch, dust. Block there. Torch. Dust. Redstone torch. Break these two. Have yourself a shulker box right there. And then finally, you want yourself a piece of glass there and another piece of glass right there, and voila, that's your shulker loader done. And by the way, thanks to Mike Homer for the design for this shulker loader. And that's it for the video. See you next time. Bye.